Hello! So today I will be talking about how I went from this to this in my first year of photography. So if that interests you, stay tuned to know all of my little secrets and who I got tips and tricks from. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so this video is pretty special because it's my first photography video and I made a script for it and everything, so that's pretty interesting. But I started photography my junior year of high school. There was like photography electives and whatnot, so I did that for both semesters because it was one thing that interests me. And then after I did those elective classes, I went on my own to learn everything I could possibly learn about photography because it's like the only thing I've ever wanted to do. It's my passion, to say. So I'm gonna be looking down a lot just to stay on track. But so after I did the electives and I went on my own and did all the little things, I went to find as many photography opportunities as I possibly could, which is a good thing when you're in high school because you're surrounded by literally thousands of people. So I just grabbed my friends, be like, hey, you wanna do a photo shoot? You wanna do a photo shoot? And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. It was good practice for learning the camera, kind of what you want to make photos of, like you want to do portraits, landscapes, whatever. Try it, try everything. Your friends would be a little bit apprehensive at first. They don't know how to be in front of the camera, so it's your job as a photographer to learn how to direct people, how to pose people, how to make them look nice and pretty for the camera, how to make them feel comfortable. So you can do all of that while you're in school, and then get jobs and little side hustles while you're in school as well, which is the next thing I want to talk about, which is getting your first paid photo shoots once you think you've gotten enough practice with your friends, with yourself. That's also one thing you can do, is take pictures of yourself if you have no one to take pictures of. It's kind of hard to do, but it is manageable if you find a way and if you really want to do this. So there's literally no excuses. It's you figure out how you want to do it, you figure everything out yourself, or you can do paid online classes or just go to YouTube, which is why you're here today. So after you get enough pictures to build a portfolio, mine is just my Instagram. I'm like, if you want a picture, go check out my Instagram. If you see what you like, if you want some of my work, DM me, let me know, then that's how we bounce back and forth. But you can do paid photo shoots for just approaching people, like, hey, do you want to do a photo shoot? I charge this much, blah 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 blah. You can even say the first shoot's free. If you want my pictures, come back to me, let me know, and tussle about some prices. The prices at first shouldn't be too high, like around $20, $40. Then once you have the reputation, you can start going higher. I started with $20 and then I went up to $80 and then $90, and now I'm doing professional shoots. So my lowest number is $150 and then my highest is $350. So it's just different package levels and everything, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I did a couple paid photo shoots with some of my friends and also some people who weren't my friends. They just found my Instagram. The lighting's gonna be changing a lot because I'm in front of my window, in front of everyone. It's just a little bit weird, but it's fine. So yeah, so some random people are going to be coming up to you asking for photos, which is a good thing because that means their name's getting out and it means people want your work. So after you get paid shoots and everything, it's just a matter of keeping that flow going. So I did a couple shoots every other week or so, and then I did a dance, which was a dance photo shoot. It was a huge group photo shoot with friends and people that I didn't know. So that was my highest paying shoot. I got $125, $150 from that shoot on my senior year. So you can make a decent amount of money throughout the year or just on one shoot if you play your cards right. But in order to do all of that, you're gonna have to take good photos, know what editing style you want, or if you want to even do editing, You have to know how to frame, how to do focus, I'm going to do manual and auto. If you just all other variables, which I actually have a photography playlist that is visible for everyone on my YouTube channel. It's all the videos that I use to help me get to where I am today. So you can go ahead and go find that on my channel if you would like. Also, just a couple of people who helped me with my just inspiration and finding like how things work and everything. I'll be listing off some names right here and putting their pictures over here, so I will just be moving to the side so you can see that. So I'm just going to go down the list reading off of my script. So the first one is Sorella Moore, which is good, should be right over here. Brandon Wolfwolf, Peter McKinnon, Jessica Kobasi, Mango Street YouTube, and also their Instagram. I'll be showing the Instagrams, but their information stuff is going to be on YouTube, so I can search them on YouTube and find them there. Chris Howe, Lizzie Pierce, Serena Hartman, Alan Palander, and Julia Trotti. If I said that right, I'm sorry if I didn't, but go and search those people on the interwebs because they will give good advice. They have everything you could possibly want, possibly need. Brandon Wolfwolf doesn't really post any videos, but when he does, I do find them pretty informative, pretty inspirational, if I do say so myself. He is my one true all-time inspiration for photography. He's the first photographer that I saw on Instagram, and I was like, wow, these pictures are really fucking good. I need to learn how to do this. So I did. That's how I went from this to this. So we're just going to dive in it a little bit further. The first camera that I used was this bad boy right here, the Canon EOS Digital Rebel XTI, which I used from 2018, which like the end of 2017 to 2019. I just bought my new camera. This one right here is the Canon Rebel T7, not XTI. This is the XTI. This is the T7. So the XTI is actually over a decade old. If I looked it up and I think I got it right, it was made in 2006, so this is a very old camera. This is what I use for all of my shoots. Everything I use is just a standard kit lens. Not a good idea, but I mean, if you have no money, there's nothing else you can do. So I use this. You can use any camera really, as long as you know how to work it, how you want to edit. Also editing, I use Lightroom. Lightroom is really fun. I want to get Photoshop too to really take my stuff to the next level, but I do not have $400 to spend on Photoshop. So I just used Lightroom, and it was a Christmas present, and I was really thankful for that. But yeah, I used to use this. Now I use this, my new camera, which I haven't been able to import any RAW files into Lightroom because for some reason they won't import. So if you have any idea on how to fix the raw import into Lightroom, please let me know. I searched not a couple of videos, I searched for 2 days straight basically on how to fix that issue. I downloaded like a DNG converter and everything, and it did not work. So if you have any advice or anything, please let me know, because I want to get back to editing and taking pictures. So that would be a really great help. Backtracking back to when I first started photography, like I said, I shot friends, and if I didn't have any friends or anyone to do, I took photos of myself right here on my windowsill. When I came up with concepts or ideas, I just boom, did them right then and there. I will be popping a couple of those pictures up over here. So I did a whole bunch of just shoots by myself, from like makeup to fairy lights to I did a shoot where I gave myself wings. I was an angel. You can do literally anything you could possibly want, and that's just with Lightroom. Imagine what you can do with Photoshop. So it's just a matter of knowing what you want. I'm padding this because I'm serious about this. Know what you want to do, and if you don't know what you want to do, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, just Pinterest, anything. I I wouldn't recommend stealing ideas. You can take inspiration from people. Like if you see something where like they do like a really cool eye makeup or something and you want to do that, go ahead and do that, but change it up a little bit so it's your version of it, not their version of it. Also with editing, I use Lightroom, like I said, with presets. You can of course download presets online that other people use, or you can make your own. I highly suggest going on YouTube, searching your favorite Instagrammer, and then see if there are any tutorials on how to edit like them. Go ahead and copy all of that stuff on Lightroom, make a preset out of it, but tweak it to where it matches you and your style and personality. You don't just want to blatantly rip off anyone because you're just another duplicate, and that's not going to let you stand out and get noticed. So I highly recommend doing that, but make sure you tweak it so it's your work, your ideas, all on you, because it's your brand, your self-brand, your everything, okay? Back when I first started photography, like I said, used this dinosaur of a camera. I do everything in manual, so everything's in RAW and manual. I also did manual focusing, which you don't have to do, but I thought you needed to do to be a good photographer. You don't need to do manual focusing. You should learn how to do it just in case your autofocus breaks, or if it's not working for some reason, or if it's too dark and you want to get like a mountain in a landscape with like stars shining and everything. You do want to learn how to do manual focus, which is just this part right here. I'll make a video and everything on that. I'll do some deep dives into camera settings and everything that I learned that helps me. But the jump from this dinosaur to this new one is a pretty big one. Let me just turn them on and show you real quick. So my old camera, as you can see, is very basic, very old. It has just a couple settings, nothing special about it. That was really easy to learn. This one, however, has a lot more settings, looks a lot fancier, and it has a lot more variables in it. So I have a pretty good grip on how to use this camera, as well as this one. I took from what I learned from this one to this one. I also searched some videos about this camera, so I knew everything. Like this one has a video and everything. Like this one can connect to your phone, so you can do like remote shooting, which is something that I really wanted to do self-portraits that I couldn't do with this one. If you want to buy this one, this is a good entry-level camera, so if you want to get into photography, get a camera, get a decent camera that will last you a while, I highly recommend this one. Like I said, it is the Canon EOS Rebel T7. If you can afford the T7i, go ahead and do that one if you want to do videography as well. I do want to do videography as well, but I did not have enough money to buy the T7i. The T7i is about $800 around there, and this one was just under $500. So I did buy this with my own money. I also bought this lens. This is a, I believe, a 50mm lens. It's a 1.8, so that's really nice. I bought this to go on my old camera just so that I had a little bit better quality pictures on this old dinosaur, but now that I have this camera and this lens, it looks really good. But like I said, I can't edit videos or pictures because I do not have the know-how on how to fix the import from the raw files from my camera to Lightroom. I'm still figuring that out, like I said. So that sucks, but if you don't have Lightroom, like if you can't afford Lightroom on like the standard Lightroom for your computer, either digital or disk, you can get Lightroom Mobile, and to do that, I have a friend, her name is Haley Scott. I'll put her Instagram right up here. I asked her when we were in school together what she used to edit her pictures, and she said, I just use Lightroom Mobile because I don't have Lightroom or anything like that. And it blew my mind because her pictures are amazing. She is an amazing photographer and videographer, so please go check her out. But yeah, there are so many things you can do to start photography, to start editing and everything without having the best equipment. Like I said, this was made in 2006. I used it all the way up to 2019. I got the job done. It made some good quality pictures, so you don't think you need a $5,000 camera to start photography or anything. You can just use like a $200 camera or a $500 camera and just shoot right into it. I do recommend doing your research on what on the money ranges, like if you have X amount of money and X amount of money. If you want to do a higher level camera for better quality and longevity, go ahead and do that. But if you don't have that much money, go find a lower priced camera, like a refurbished camera or something that still gets the job done but at a lower price. Go ahead and do that. Just do your research. Don't get scammed. Don't get ripped off. Just be smart about it. Yes. There's one thing I want to touch on before I end this video out. When you start photography, if you're anything like me, I had a huge flow of ideas that I just wanted to go do all of the time. Like I had a new idea almost every day when I first started photography. It's like not the first 6 months, but like the second half of the year, I was just going with these ideas. I had so many things that I had to get out of my head and onto camera and then on into the world. So that's what I did, and I was running low on ideas. So I took a break and I just looked at what people were doing on Instagram, wondered what was interesting, what was cool for me. So I went ahead and did a little bit of a deep dive on there. I searched, you can go to hashtags like photography inspiration or photography inspiration and just go ahead and just look what people are doing. So you can use mirrors, flowers, makeup, anything that you want to do. Literally anything you want to do. It's up to you. It's your mind, your creativity, your everything. So get out there, create, check out my Instagram, give me a follow, and let me know how you're doing with photography, because it's amazing. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It's amazing. You'll never find anything else like it. Like videography too, I want to get into that. Just be creative and have fun.